whilst I have a look and see. So yeah, oh yeah, go. Melanie's put also check the sound. Yeah, I did a video on my laptop and realised it had no sounds afterwards. Great. Does anybody want to ask a question? And if they want to type it in the group for everyone to see, then go ahead now. Melanie, do you want to come off of mute, my love? Oh, there we go.
Hello, sorry,
There you go. That's all right.
I had to move, so I'm just.
That's okay. And I'm just trying to think. You can put your hand up as well if anyone has a question. Oh, Nick, there you go. I'm going to unmute you. Do you want to tell us a question?
Yep. Hi, Claire.
Hi, Nick.
Thanks for all the information so far.
No worries. Let me just tell you what you do. Nick Koish is an osteopath down in Storrington. So I just wanted to give you a plug there. Go. Yes.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Claire's done some great videos for me. I know obviously you do some editing. So once we've created some of our own videos, I was just wondering if there's some sort of, if we've say uploaded it and everything, if there is some sort of software you'd recommend for say like just doing a quick intro or an outro type thing. So I know there's free ones and there's also paid ones. Some are quite expensive. It's just difficult to know what which one's suitable really.
Have you done any editing so far?
So I've shot a couple of videos and I've created like a Canva picture just at the start, but haven't like animated or anything, just something could be quite useful. So that's about as far as I've got with it.
I'm just trying to think the best places to edit videos. You can edit videos directly in YouTube, as far as I'm aware. Melanie, do you know what the editing facility is in Facebook?
Yeah, the editing facility in Facebook is really good. I can actually show everybody if they want me to how to upload a video. So I don't know if that's useful.
Yeah. Okay.
At the moment,
is that thumbs up if that's useful, people? Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Let's go for
I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to talk you kind of all through how to upload different videos to different platforms and what the restrictions are around there. After we get off the call, I will email Claire all the information and she can send it out to you, or I can send it out to you, because I've got a 2-year-old and a 7-year-old at home, so I'm a little bit short on time at the moment. I'm currently trying to share my phone screen, but that's not working as well. So I'm just going to share my screen and walk you all through the back end of Facebook. Let me just find one that's not pressing. Okay. So, Claire, can you monitor the comments and things?
I can indeed, yeah.
Cool. Okay. So if you've got a Facebook business page, if you just go there, it's a little bit slow. I think we're all got quite glitchy internet at the moment. So the simplest way to do it is if you go to create a post, and then you click on, I'm just going to find a video. I'll just choose that one for now. So it's just, oh, hang on, that's not working. Bear with me, guys.
So Derek's just said that Handbrake provides video editing and it's free. That's not software that I've heard of. So thanks for that, Derek.
Okay, yeah, there's a few. There's quite a few, and I've got a big list which I can dig out and send to people. It really kind of depends what you want and you need it to do. So
Mel, sorry.
Yeah.
All I can see is your Zoom sign-in screen, and there's a few other people that can't see.
Yeah. Do you know
Sorry, I can't see your Facebook screen.
Okay.
All we're seeing is Zoom at the moment. Sorry, but I thought I was waiting for you. I thought it was you were waiting to do it. Sorry.
Okay. Let me. Okay. Let me go. Okay. I'm going to stop the share.
In the meantime, I can recommend another good site if for music.
Can you all see it now?
Yes, we can.
Cool. Okay, fine. So what you need to do is, if you go into your Facebook page and you go into publishing tools, that should be across the top, and if it's not, it will be in underneath the More tab. If you click create, you've got the option to upload a video or upload a multiple video. So if I upload a video, it will take me into the publishing software. So you can type in the title of your video, so whatever you want to call it, a description here. You can also add keywords. So if it's about a certain topic or subject and you want to make it more discoverable, you can add that here. And it's got some key topics, so things like education, learning, they're quite broad. So this, and then over here you've got video details. So what it does is it auto selects a thumbnail, which is normally pretty awful. This is one that I filmed a while ago. But you can also add an image. So I don't know who asked the question, Claire, about editing, sorry, but if you go here, you can choose an image to add, which I'm just gonna so I'll just click. So you can add your logo. So there's mine. Now underneath that, you've got the options for subtitles and captions. 86% of video that's watched on social media is watched without the watched without the sound on. So if you are going to upload video, you really do need to think about captioning it, because otherwise people are just going to see you talking at the screen, particularly if it's a marketing video and you're not showing walkthrough, and it's just not going to be very engaging. Now, Facebook has the option to add subtitles. They're not that accurate. I don't know if it's me and my voice or if it's because it just picks up American voices better. It is better than it used to be, but it's worth checking them before you send it out. Or I take
it that doesn't give you the facility to actually change any of the words in that.
Yes, it does.
So you can go through it and edit it and change the language. That's fine, yeah.
So you've basically got the option. You can upload an SRT file. So Claire, you might be able to explain a bit more clearly what that is than me.
Do you know what? I can't even remember what the name of the SRT file is. There's another site you can go to. I don't use the problem with the only problem with doing the video here, as far as I'm aware, is then you export it to another site. Is that right, Melanie?
You can download Facebook videos, but you can't upload them somewhere else. So once I've finished in here, I'll kind of talk a bit.
Would it create it's a standalone video that you can then put into LinkedIn and things like that?
No.
Right. Okay. So what you can do then is if you wanted to create a video to step back that you could put on all platforms, you can go to somewhere like rev.com, and that will produce an SRT file for you.
Yeah, rev.com will produce an SRT file for you, and it's really cheap.
Oh, yeah.
And it's accurate. The only issue is that the two files are still separate.
Yeah.
So when Rev sends you your video back, it looks like it's edited with the captions, and you can go through and check it. Actually, it only downloads the subrip file, which for anybody who doesn't know is basically just a transcription of what you're saying. Mm-hmm. So you then have to go to another platform to put the two together. So there's some free software that does do that. There's something called Catwing, which I do use from time to time, which is free.
I do have to make a plug, because that's the thing I can help with, because I've got all the editing suite to help.
Or you can get
put in that. Yeah, you can get me to do it. And I can do things like change the size of the font. I can get rid of that where it says cheesy music or whatever. And put the two together quite easily. So
but if anybody does want a real budget option, there is something called Subtitle, which is subtitle but just with a Z, and that is a free editing platform, and I think you can have up, sorry, it's not free, I think it's £15 a month, and you can have up to 10 videos. So it's worth having a look at that. But if you do just want to use your video on Facebook, and I know that's a main platform for people, you can upload the separate file. You can write your own captions, which is going to be really, really time consuming. Or you can click.
But it's okay. We have a bit of time at the moment. I think most people.
Well, not all of us.
No, that's true. That's true.
And you can just auto add your own subtitles and just
It's
try
well
it.
worth playing around with this and seeing
Exactly.
what happens. You don't have to publish anything if you don't want to.
No.
But
And
I think the more you do it, the better you get at it as well.
But you've also got the option in here to create polls on your video, add tracking labels, and then do things like 360 walkthroughs.
Oh, sorry, there's some chat I've been ignoring. I beg your
pardon. So once you've played around with all that, if you just click next, I don't want to publish this, but I'm just going to put a little title in, and you go here. You've got an option. You can either publish now, you can save it as a draft and come back to it, or you can schedule it. And Facebook gives you some tips on what they think is good practice for video. They like videos over 3 minutes long, but that's not really referring to marketing videos. So
it depends on the usage.
Because essentially what they want people to do is upload longer form film type content to keep them on the platform. So for the purpose of probably what a lot of us are doing, they certainly don't need to be that long. But if you did feel inclined, you can upload a 3-hour video to Facebook.
Yeah.
So if you're running craft or yoga sessions or anything like that, that's probably quite a good option. And then once you've chosen that, you just click publish, and it will take you through. I think one of the things I'll answer the question to be really, really aware of is that, apart with the exception of Twitter, if you upload links from YouTube to Facebook, LinkedIn, to Facebook or LinkedIn, and you can't do that on Instagram, it will downgrade your post, because they are a competitor and they want to keep you within the platform. So it's not ideal, but really you do need to be uploading what we call native video to each platform, because if there's no point shooting a professional video and using all Claire's fantastic tips, putting it out there and nobody seeing it because it's just hosted on YouTube.
Yeah.
So that's something else to be aware of. Claire, should we look at the questions? And
yeah, I have been looking at them. Yeah. So Rosie, yes, I'm recording this, and it will automatically go on an email out to everybody. So don't worry if you're not making notes and you're actually watching the screen. An SIT file, it's basically a subtitle file. I've just checked it. It's actually called a subtitle file, and that just means it's a text file basically. And as Melanie said, you have to put the two together if you get that separately. So you can, on each platform, put subtitles in separately, but the ideal situation is where you actually create a video away from these and then upload it organically, and then you can only have to do it once on all platforms, and it will save you a bit of time. So I would go to that platform that Derek recommended, and see how that works. There's loads of free stuff out there. It's just if you want it more complicated, then you have to start paying for upgrades and that sort of thing. Yeah. So it's worth looking at your costs, and if it's whether it's worth it.
Sorry, Claire, to interrupt. I think it's also worth mentioning as well is that see, you film a lot of marketing video testimonials, and people don't necessarily feel that confident in front of the camera, but so there are lots of other things that you can film.
Absolutely.
And you can create animations of your posts quite easily in tools like Canva and Adobe Spark and InShot, all of which increase visibility, because I think at the moment people consuming quite long form content is quite difficult, because we're all still feeling a little bit overwhelmed and short on time.
And I think that's why it's worth having a plan. Actually, part of the workshops that I run, we go in a lot of detail about planning element of videos. So, the ones that I've talked about today is only, as you said, one genre of kind of videos that's sort of, available for you to do. And it just depends when you want to use that face-to-face kind of talking video. When is that appropriate? When can you use something like photographs and animations and all those sorts of things as well? So, almost before you press the record button, I would stand back and go, right, what is my plan? How many videos do I want to put out in what space of time? How long do I think they should be? And again, I can't answer that for everybody. So if you ask me how long should a video be, I can't give an answer because it just depends what it's for. If it's a marketing sales video, as Melanie's sort of alluded to, the shorter the better. You have only probably got about 60 seconds of anyone's attention in order to get your message across. If it's a bit more informative and it's tips and say for example, Nick was going to do something about, you know, how you should stretch to reduce muscle ache. I don't know, I've completely made that up. I don't know what Nick would be talking about. And it could be actually that I would sit through happily 3 minutes of seeing what I should be doing every day. Or say you're going to do a meditation video, then, you know, you probably need to look at a good 5-minute video if you're going to walk them through a meditation that they can do every day. So there really is no hard and fast rule about length of video at all. Again, if
the only thing again is I'm going to get onto the questions in a minute because I see there's some around social media, is just to be really mindful. If you are making longer form videos, you can't upload a video longer than 10 minutes to LinkedIn. You can't upload a video longer than 2 minutes and 20 seconds to Twitter, but Twitter's actually fine with YouTube links. And on Instagram, if you upload videos, you need to do that via IGTV or you need to do a live.
Now, to upload a video to Instagram TV, you actually have to do it on your laptop or computer because you need the file to access the file from your hard drive. You can probably do it through cloud-based on your phone, but I think it's a lot easier from my experience. And I've posted videos much more quickly by putting Instagram. And it's interesting because you can put a video post on Instagram through your PC or laptop, but you can't post an image, which seems a bit bonkers to me. I could on my facility. Is that not the case?
No, so you can post, if you wanted to post a video to the Instagram feed, the limit is 60 seconds. You can post you can post videos to IGTV from your phone. Yeah. And it's actually better to record them on the phone because it's in a portrait format. But you need to download the IGTV app and then
right, there you go. That's where I'm going wrong then. I didn't have the app. I've only done it on the PC. But then I've got files that I upload as opposed to doing it directly onto my phone and then uploading, which is a slightly different method. So you can obviously do it both ways then. To Instagram, it's just what you get used to, I suppose. I'm always nervous about Facebook lives, because I've watched quite a few and I find them quite boring to watch. You have to be, they don't perform particularly well, they get distracted. And I generally end up not watching a live, and I just scroll through them. I think if something is positioned, I think it's about quality. I think if you can produce a better quality video and put it out less than constantly flooding your stream with a load of videos that people just aren't going to watch, because you're just you're gonna lose your audience and your messages and all that sort of stuff. And the Google algorithms do. They favour videos that get watched from start to finish, so that's why it's worth having a shorter video, just purely to help people get to the end of the video, then it helps you in your banking. Go, Melanie. Do you want to put the screen back? Do you want to unscreen? Or have you got more to show us there, Melanie?
Oh, I didn't know I was still.
I'm watching your screen. I don't know. Back.
There we
go.
There we go. Sorry.
Anybody got any more questions at this juncture? Because
there's quite a few, Claire, in the chat. So
I'm sorry. I've been not watching.
That's all right. So Caroline's asked on my Facebook business page that I can upload a video as a cover. How does this work, and would you recommend it? Yeah, I think it's a really good thing to do if the video is good quality. Obviously, it needs to be quite short, but if it's a video that kind of talks about and showcases what you do, I think there's real benefit for you, and more people will see your page, which is another task to add to my list, is probably to upload the video that Claire did for me to my website and to my Facebook page. Rosie, yes, you will get a recording. Karen Newsom, what's your opinion on posting video versus Facebook Live? Claire's just briefly touched on this. Facebook likes live video, but it only likes live video if people are actually watching them. And you can't do live videos on LinkedIn unless you've got specific, you can if you apply for it and they send you the permissions. So the benefit, I think I would agree with Claire that the benefits of producing a high quality captioned video that people are actually going to watch outweigh the benefit of just jumping on and doing a live, unless you're in a group or you've got something really important to say. If you do
or
want
you're
to do
uber famous. I think if you're uber famous and you're Will Smith, I'll watch lives from him all the time. But nobody knows me, and I don't know if this is my low self-esteem, but I'm not entirely sure anyone's going to watch the stuff that I've got to say unless it's so important. But I
think if you are going to do a live video and it's about a specific subject, let people know in advance.
Yeah.
If you were going to come on at 8:30,
that's a good idea.
For instance, to talk about tips for better video or Reiki tips or something like that, notify people via your other marketing channels so that they know that you're there and they know to look out for it.
Absolutely. What else have we got here? Lynn's got a question as well. What do you think is the best video format to use on a business website? I use an iPhone video? Yes, you can. Absolutely. You can do an iPhone video. Are you talking about hold on, let me find Lynn. Hold on a second. Where are you, Lynn? Wave for me, Lynn, so I can see you. Or have you got your camera off? Oh, there you are. Oh, I can't unmute you. There you go.
Oh, hi.
There you go, Lynn. So tell us more about your question.
Yeah, so I want to try and do a little bit of video to put onto the website so that's going to gather a little bit more interest when people are looking for our services. Would you still use the iPhone for that? And what software? And I don't even know how to upload it because it's a self-managed website. Is that too many questions? I don't know.
So for your website, you're still looking at YouTube links because you can't upload it directly to your site because it will just seize up, especially if they're big videos. And also, you've got loads of great images. Lynn runs a carpentry business, Trimlit Carpentry. So you've got visually, you've got so much content there. You might actually just want to look at doing a series of images with text, and I think that could be actually quite good content.
Like a slideshow instead.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Yes, especially under the current circumstances. Because ideally you probably want to film something on location where David's doing some carpentry or something like that, and you're obviously a bit limited now. But if you were looking to do it in the next say 6 weeks or however long we're in the situation, then I would maybe just look at doing some slideshows.
Okay.
So
all right, thank you. And YouTube, I have to put it on YouTube via the phone.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
But if you create if you create your own file, an MP4 file, and create that video, then you've got the versatility of putting it everywhere much more easily than going into every single platform and having to do it all there. So I will do some more research. I might even have a chat to Derek. Derek, in actual fact, can you tell us a bit more about that editing? Where are you? Can you wave for me, Derek, so I can see you? If he's still here, he's not gone to sleep or left. Where's Derek? He might have gone. Damn
He's
it.
gone, yeah.
That's a shame, because that's
Was it you or me?
something he yeah, probably me. He did message, he recommended a platform there we go, Handbrake.
Okay.
So that could be worth having a little look at as well. If you want cheap copyright free music as well, there's I've just put on the group chat there a link to a cheap music site, and music is about £17 a track, and you own the copyright. So that, if you want that, and there is some free sites as well for music, but you have to do things like give them a credit somewhere in the video, and that starts getting a bit complicated. So it might be easier to, but the problem is then you're starting to put files together. I have just again put on the group chat the recommended filming equipment with all the links. So if you wanted to go and have a look at any of those things there, or in the region of, there are so many things. In terms of lights and tripods, there's lots of stuff on the market. Microphones are a little bit trickier. I did a shoot last week when I was actually allowed to go and see people, and we plugged an external mic into the phone, and it was really bad. It was awful. And on the playback, you couldn't hear that the quality was really bad when we played it back on the phone. It wasn't until I edited it I realised I was whistling and awful audio in the background. So again, it might be worth going through the whole process of the test video to check everything's working before you go and do 3 months worth of video and you realise it's all got to be binned. Because every mess up possible I've done. So you'll be in good company. I've messed it up everywhere, but I've managed to somehow resurrect it. So you will make mistakes. But if you need any help with simple questions with this sort of thing, do get in touch with Melanie and I. If we can answer them, we certainly will try and be there as some sort of support during this time. And then hopefully you'll remember who helped you when we've all got a bit of money again. Are there any more questions that you want to ask? Oh, Claire, there's a free... here we go. Well done, Jeff. I knew you'd know this. Claire, there's a free editing software called iMovie on Macs. Yeah, I've used that before. For PCs, there's Movie Maker. Yep, I've used that as well. Do you know what, Lynn? For you, that's good. For photographs, Movie Maker. Be careful about copyright music, by the way, and putting out anything that somebody else has written if you don't have the copyright, because you will get told off. And it's just not worth the aggravation. Thanks, Jeff, for that. Anything else? I mean, this is a massive subject, and I'm not entirely sure. Oh, Rosie, yes. Shall I unmute you? No, I've just unmuted. Hold on, Rosie. Yes.
Hey, yeah. I'm a yoga instructor, and I do slow yoga for clients who've been impacted by Alzheimer's and dementia. Mm-hmm. So the other day I did my first ever video.
Yep.
And it was 33 minutes long, and I tried to send it to the guy that I subcontract from, because he was going to burn it and put it on a DVD to send it to the homes, because their Wi-Fi isn't very good. But when I tried to send it, it wouldn't upload the whole video.
Right.
So it said that, I can't even remember what it said I needed to do. And
was it a file you tried to send? A video file? Or a link?
I videoed it on my phone.
And then you tried to send it?
Gallery, then I tried to send it from there.
That's a huge file. It's a lot of data. That's probably why you have problems sending it anywhere. I wouldn't recommend. You need to squish the file up. So you need to put it in a form that's much smaller, and YouTube should do that for you. Jeff Laming, he runs a video online video marketing company. Jeff, is there a limit on the YouTube length of time you can upload a video? Oh, Jeff, we can't hear you for some reason.
I'll unmute him, Claire.
Oh, I have unmuted him.
Oh, check you out.
Yeah.
One step.
I know. Jeff, we can't hear you. Hold on, bear with. So basically, I think what you need to do is upload the video to make it a smaller file, and then you can just share the link.
Upload it where?
Up to YouTube. Do you have a YouTube account?
No. I'm not really. I'm more of an in-person, because I do. I'm a reflexologist, and I do massage and stuff. So this is all.
No, absolutely. It's a new territory.
Rosie, how were you trying to send it? So you filmed the video on your phone, and then how were you trying to send it?
What I did was I tried to send it on, uploaded it, well, tried to send it in an email.
Yeah, it's too big a file. You'll need to upload it to something like Dropbox.
Is it for one individual, or are you sending out to many people?
One.
Okay, then in that case, you could use a file sharing site for this
Okay.
then.
Okay.
It's still going to be a massive file though. It's going to be a big chunky file to start sending.
Yeah.
Jeff, could you think how she can get that as a smaller file?
Not so much a smaller file when you can put it into a zip file, but it'd be easier to, as Melanie says, use Dropbox or even Google Drive. So if you can upload because it'll be a .mp4 file or it's a native video, put it into Dropbox or Google Drive, and then the person at the other end, they will then be able to access that Dropbox or Google Drive folder, and then they can then download it with whatever they want to do then.
There's a free site called WeTransfer. I can't remember the name now.
We transfer. Yeah.
WeTransfer, sorry. And that's a free site for individual files, but it is capped on size. I could highly recommend you actually start a YouTube account, because what you could do is you could upload that video, and then if you in the future find you need to share it again, you've got it there, and also you've got some presence on YouTube. If you've got some good videos, that's all going to help point everything to your business as well.
Okay.
So it could be worth, embracing the whole new world of YouTube and places like that as well. If it's only designed for one person and only they can see it, you can file share it. But if it's actually applicable to more of your market, then you might want to look at how other people can see it.
Well, it's what I wanted to do was send it to a care home, because obviously they're all closed down. So they would be about 12 to 15 people in the room. So I would be, then that would be played to them.
Do you know what? Then that video has a lot of value to more people than just that one care home. You could look at targeting every care home in the UK at the moment with that video, and therefore look at the title and get a good title on it that people might find you through it.
Yeah.
And that could actually be a marketing tool for you.
Yeah, I've got my Slow Yoga t-shirt on in it, so I know I wouldn't be able to wear that because I'm targeting for these guys at the moment. Yeah,
right.
But you give me an idea that I could do something off my own back, because brilliant.
Rosie, I'm going to leave that there because I'm conscious that this obviously doesn't apply to everybody in this particular chat. Are there any more questions? Good thing about WeTransfer, we don't have to download or set. Yeah. Good point, Rebecca. That's a great point. I don't know if anyone's read that. Good thing about WeTransfer is you don't have to download or set anything up. Karen, WeTransfer also has a subscription service. You get larger files to transfer, and you can use it. I use Dropbox, and I pay for Dropbox, and I find it really, really easy. There are lots of free sites for file transferring. Are there any more questions? I'm going to then wrap it up because we've got 5 minutes to go, and I think you're probably a bit brain full. If you've got any more specific questions that you think you don't want to put in front of everybody, then message Melanie and I, and we can get back to you. But that's probably enough information, I would imagine, for most people. We only lost a few people, Melanie. That's not bad. I'm going to unmute everybody very quickly. There we go. Everyone's unmuted. Was that all right, people? Yay.
Yes, it was really good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I definitely learned a lot today, this morning. Thank you very much, Claire and Melanie. Really, really new things to learn in a changing world. So thank you very much for your time. That's
and
really
you know what? This is skills for the future. Skills you're learning for the future.
Alarm.
Typical. That would go off then, wouldn't it? Please do name drop me and Melanie in future social media posts or anything like that. Please, if you found this useful, tell others, and that's always a good way of paying back. I'm a great networker as well, so if I'm currently not connected to you, please look me up and I will share your page as well. New message. Someone's on their phone.
That's my daughter burning her toast.
Oh no!
Someone's playing their voice now.
Yeah, someone's playing their voice.
Well, we're about to hear a message that we may not want to hear. Okay, I'm going to wrap that up now. Melanie, big applause. Thank you so much for fielding those questions for me that I didn't know. And take care. Stay in touch.
See you later. Bye.
See you later. Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.